Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged, Forged in Ice, a Critical Role-inspired adventure. We are Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e D&D playstream, actual playstream. Normally, we play in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, but due to the summer being a little crazy with schedules and whatnot, and people doing some things, having some work, having some fun, we're diving into what I think we're going to start calling our summer sessions, because every year we kind of go through this. This year, we are diving into Critical Role's Wildmount. So we hope to bring you that you're having some fun with us in Wildmount. And if you're a Critical Role fan, there's all kinds of fun spoilers and stuff in here for you, or Easter eggs, I guess, not spoilers. The campaign takes place around the middle of Campaign 2 for Critical Role. So if you have not watched that, you may learn some things. If you have watched that, you may be like, oh yeah, I remember that individual or location or whatever. But tonight, unfortunately, due to a very important need to do some schoolwork, Tanner has had to make himself absent this evening. So Alcan will be kind of shadowy and indistinct for the most part. But we have with us 3 of our 4 glorious players here. So let's go around and introduce yourselves and your character, and we'll get some fun action economy going here. It'll be great. We're going to start at the top of the stack, which is Matt.
Hello, glorious player number 3 here at the top of the stack. I am. I figured I wouldn't, it's rude to be number 1. Playing Alexeros, a warlock, dragonborn, specifically Raven Knight warlock. Yeah.
Great.
I felt like there was a question, but there wasn't. So then my brain.
There was not a question.
Talking.
We're gonna come up with a question. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Underneath Matt, we have Amber.
Hi. I'm Amber. I'm always eating.
As if you didn't know this was coming.
I know. I forget every time. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna not wait. No, I want to bite.
This is dinner time. It's just when we get hungry.
Right? Hi, I'm Amber. This session, I am playing Bloodwen. Blood Axe. That was a terrible accent. The tiefling dwarf? Question mark? Barbarian.
Fantastic. And yeah. And beneath Amber, on the bottom of the stack, we got Mike.
That's me. I'm Mike. I play Phineas Skyrain, the best Dragonborn ever to grace this world. And
With the
thank you
tail.
all for watching.
Yes, indeed. Mike is playing a Draken Blood, which is a variant of Dragonborn in Exandria, and Matt is playing a Ravenite, which is the other variant Dragonborn in Exandria.
We're best friends.
So for those of you who don't know what that means, you should check out Critical Role's source books and take a look into some of that history. Big shout out, of course, as always, to our moderator, Ives Got It. Thank you for the Pikachus, as always. And big shout out to Cat Slap Studios and YF Techno. Cat Slap followed us 5 days ago, and YF Techno followed us a few hours ago. So thank you both for joining the follow group. We now have 107 followers, everybody.
What?
My favorite number.
Is it?
No, it really is.
Oh, cool.
It is now.
This makes this episode all the more special.
Indeed, it does. Indeed. It is also the first episode of Forged and Ice to occur outside of Pride Month. And I just realized I did not update the episode number, so let me do that right now.
Episode 107.
Cool. Now we are definitely the fourth episode of Forged in Ice. Sorry if that got confusing. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Introductions out of the way, let's dive into our little recap and find out what happened last time on Forged in Ice. Last time on Forged in Ice, the party returned to Palebank Village to see if the merchant Irvin Liel and his family were still in town. Luckily, the family was still around, and after confiding the truth to Irvin, the party was able to acquire the cracked blue vial of frigid woe, the source of the terrible disease that had already killed 2 and was infecting at least 2 more. The group then reported to Elro, the village leader, for lack of a better term, and were paid for their work. But he asked them to stick around because he might have need of them again soon. And indeed, the next day, Elro conveyed to the party that sadly, Irvin, his husband, and their 2 young daughters had all contracted the disease frigid woe. However, he was able to discover that a cure does exist, but it is most likely only found in the frozen ruins of Aor in Eiselcross. Elro asked the party to venture north and find whatever ruins Ergon Wenth may have found the vials in, hoping that the cure could also be found there. After getting some supplies, the party ventured on a ship to the northern sort of mini-continent that is Eiselcross, and ended up in the Uthadurnian outpost of Cyrinlia, a small explorer community where they tracked down one Orvo Mustav, an old friend and expedition partner of Ergon's. Orvo was heartbroken to learn about the death of his old friend, but as luck would have it, he was with Ergon on his last venture. He told the party the general location of the ruins and other useful information for their trek through the snows of Eiselcross. The next day, the party set out and had 2 fairly uneventful days, entering an area known as the Thin Sheets, where the ice can get a little dicey. Following a small snowstorm during the night, the party has awoken and begun their cross along the Thin Sheets, hoping to find the ruins as soon as they can. Mr. Pizza, thank you for stopping in. It's it's great to have you. Welcome back. Cool. So we begin. You have all packed up your various tents and whatnot. It should be noted that Bloodwen currently is carrying one of the tents, so you can add a tent to your inventory. Alkin bought 2 of them. And the party is all now level 2, so everybody's got some fun, exciting hit points and other things. So you have begun your day's adventure. I need someone to go ahead. Just roll me a d20 for me, please.
Are we all jumping at once, or are we all stalled?
Someone better roll, or I will.
Right there, 17.
Wonderful. All right, because there's a penalty when I roll.
Wow.
All right. As you all cross, the snow does abate a bit, and you actually have a fairly clear day ahead of you. The travel on this, which I believe is your 13th day, is fairly clear and uneventful. The sun is shining brightly, so it's kind of blinding in a few places. But towards the afternoon, the cloud cover comes back in, and you can settle in for your next evening.
Cool.
All right.
We're still doing watches, right?
If you want, you have noticed that the nights in the past have been like chill and quiet. No one has come in. It's been very frigid. It's frigid here all the time, but it's sub-zero during the evening, and not a lot of activity has been experienced at night. But it's up to you.
Yeah, that sounds like a setup for a trap, so let's set up watches.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
But we're going to continue to do fireless watches, because that has been pretty safe, but also means if it's real cold, then we pretty much have to abandon the watch.
Yeah, I think we'll do it the way we've done it before.
Same thing? Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
Fire.
Yes, amongst you, 3 of you have dark vision, and 1 of you is technically blind. So,
Alkin, you don't have to watch this time. I'll go first. I think that's what I did before.
Sure. Just go ahead, make a perception check.
It's not. I keep forgetting. It's not a strong skill this time. Fuck. That'll do though.
With a 17 on a clear, crisp night, you can sense that it is very cold and very isolating up here. You're still sort of crossing around almost to the base of those mountains that you're supposed to bypass now. But you've covered a full 24 miles in this day, so that's good. And yeah, it's a quiet evening as you make sure nothing crazy happens. You do get a sense something does pick at you, though, Alexaris. That pick that you have, you find
Unintended.
Yeah. You find yourself just kind of gripping the hilt for no real provocation or anything. It's almost like it keeps finding itself in your hand. Like you don't even think about it at times.
Mike's character rounds the corner, and I'm like,
Not necessarily in a threatening way, just like even as you're like sitting, you just find yourself holding it. It feels like it's becoming more a part of your identity now.
Has the hilt changed anymore? Like, I thought a dragon head appear, right?
Yeah, a dragon head has appeared in the hilt. It's kind of taken on the shape reminiscent of a dragon head. But nothing else has occurred as you examine it. The voice that you hear hasn't said anything for a couple of days, really. But you get a sense, as you have been leading the way through this tundra and kind of guiding your comrades, that it is quite pleased that you are doing so. And as you sit here on a clear night and you look out on this expanse, the voice does speak to you. That same feminine-sounding, strong voice. This could all be yours. You could build an empire here. You're learning all the skills you need. And with your fair share of the profits, you can turn idle fancy into something more.
Did you ever play Oblivion?
No. What is Oblivion?
No, I'm talking to Jared. Sorry, this is Matt talking to Jared.
Oh, well. No, I haven't. But neither has the voice.
when you play the Dark Brotherhood side quest, there's always the option to remain silent, and it can become like a character trait. So that's the option I'm going to pick again.
I mean, the voice never insists that you talk, as long as you, like, heed it. So it's fine.
I'm almost afraid to talk to it in case it talks back, so I'm just going to keep listening.
Why would you be afraid of that?
I don't know. I have to assume up until I found this weapon in that cave that I haven't been hearing voices. So,
it's been nothing but nice and pleasant to Alexaros.
Yes. Stroking my head. Okay.
But that's all. That's all that occurs on your watch.
I'm taking note.
Okay. It's giving you you get a sense of approval from it, so that's good.
I don't know if we decided who to wake up next, but I'll wake up Bloodwind. Wait, yes. Does Bloodwind have night vision? Dark vision? Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, Bloodwind, you are awoken for your watch.
Oakley. I'm awake.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check.
21.
21. Wow. Bloodwind, as you look over this frozen landscape during the coldest part of the night, your cold weather gear, without any extra fire or warmth, just doesn't really cut it very well. So as the winds are blowing down off the mountains to the kind of west, you are like you just have to take out like extra blankets and stuff if you're going to stay outside, but you can do it. But in a weird way, though you register those feelings, you don't, like, it doesn't bother you as much as, like, it maybe would have when you were more yourself. You still don't have a word for what you are, since you've returned to life. But it's, you've been contemplating it for the past 13 days or so. And, you've learned a few things about your companions in this time. You confirmed a theory that Alkin is indeed blind, like he physically is blind, but yet he still seems to know what's in his immediate area. You've also confirmed that Alexaros is someone who has experienced like tragedy in his life, like just based on his bearing, and he's very like his presence is very much felt, and he tends to take the lead a lot, very much like a few commanders you've known in your time. So it's not an unfamiliar feeling, and you found yourself being fully capable of following orders, and you know that's been your Balawak for a long time. And you've learned that Phineas, there's more to Phineas than meets the eye. He hasn't been totally open with everyone. You get the snottiness, like it's obvious he's from some form of nobility or whatever. You definitely experienced that a lot back in Uthadern as well, given your parents' circles. But he hasn't shared a whole lot about himself either. But you've all made it here so far, and you've all worked fairly well in tandem. As for the surrounding countryside, these mountains are kind of dominating, and you know that you're not going to them, you're going to skirt around them. But they are indeed an area of intense intimidation. Like, you come from a underground mountainous area, that's where Uthadern is, but these peaks are just permanently covered in snow, and not just the peaks, but the ground. It's like Uthadern's surrounding flock-kept Alps times 1,000. It is much more of an environment, like revved up than you're used to. But due to the cold and the wind and everything else, the nights here seem to be fairly undisturbed so far. And that is what you get on your watch here.
Cool. Super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I will go wake up Phineas.
Right, Phineas, you are awoken. Go ahead, give me a perception check.
10.
It's really cold and windy. And surely, as long as you stay awake, you can stay inside the tent and be much warmer.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. So you keep your ear out and you don't hear anything approach. So, yeah, it's probably fine.
Nice.
But your watch comes to an end without incident. Dawn comes, and you all can partake of a ration and roll for a couple things for me. I need 2 people to roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
Actually, I need all 3 of you to roll me a d20.
Phineas. What did you do?
You didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Cool. It is another clear, bright day, but the snow does begin to fall again. But otherwise, it's not overly windy, and it's not like accumulating like a foot an hour or anything. It's just a constant little snow dusting. As you all kind of begin walk for the day, everybody go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Copy that.
Oof.
Oh boy. Oh, snowblind today. I was gonna say, do I get advantage because I got my cool sunglasses? But
no. But it does mean your eyes don't hurt, so that's exciting.
yeah.
So, as you're going, Alexaros, you've been leading the way here, without too much difficulty. And you take a step, and you hear a crack. And as you do, you hear Alkin say, "Jump left."
Damn.
And Phineas, you hear the crack before Alexaros and Alkin even respond. So you jump back. However, Bloodwind, you are not so fortunate.
Yep.
And you just go, "What?" And you ploosh through a patch of thin ice
Nice.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 12.
Okay, with a 12, you do not immediately succumb to unconsciousness due to the frigid nature of the ice and the water.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Make an athletics check for me, if you'd be so kind.
Okay. Excuse me.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, with a 17, you are able to swim yourself back to the surface and get back to the ice hole and up onto the ice shelf, and everyone's able to grab you before you just wipe out and get and die under the ice sheets.
Completely frozen, yes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Nice.
Phineas, get in there. Just kidding.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the already ashen pallor of your skin since your return to life
Right.
takes on a little bit more kind of a frigid pallor to it from the experience. You're very cold now and wet, and it's very cold out.
So cold and wet.
Mhm.
I don't have a good solution for this, but normally it's supposed to be find dry things and get
I have
dry.
a blanket. Alexa Ross will produce the blanket that he picked up from that hut we stayed at back in the village and offer it to Bloodwind.
Anybody have a way to make me dry?
I know this
We
won't.
have to stop.
Let me double check. No, I'm sorry.
Gotta get dry. We might need to stop, or I'm gonna. No, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Why don't we
I'll probably
can
be fine.
we've already this is a shakeup. We can afford to stop for a little bit. And if need be, let's make a little fire. Get you warmed up. It's only gonna get worse if we try to, get sick out here.
Fair.
Real question is, do we have anything to burn? That'd be the one thing I forgot in the village.
Yeah, did any of you bring firewood?
So here's a funny story. Remember that time I was like, are we forgetting anything?
Let's see, do I have
I
anything
mean,
to
I don't.
burn?
Got a torch. Could light this torch and you could carry with you. I know
Yeah,
that's
I
not
was gonna
much,
say
Mm-hmm.
torch, but that's it.
Torch will last
Fair.
about an hour, so that's good.
but it might warm you a little bit. That and the blanket. I'm gonna say it's better than nothing, so here's a torch. Wonder if only we had an axe carrying party member, we could go chop down some wood.
I mean, do we have any wood? to
Are there
chop?
trees out here?
No.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah, trees tend not to grow in frozen tundra.
trying to look if there's anything I can afford to lose.
How much rope do you have?
98 feet. But I don't really want to part with the silk, if you don't mind.
That's fair.
Usually.
Very bougie.
Um,
My HP is stuck.
Well, I'm going to light a torch. I'm going to throw it in Bloodwind's hand, for lack of a better plan, unless we're going to resort to burning rope, which I feel like is also going to lead to consequences. So, should I take a torch out of my inventory?
Yeah, go ahead and mark a torch off.
We need to, yeah, it's fine. I need to dry. I could just, get in the tent. We'd have to set up the tent. How long does it take to set up a tent?
Not long.
Let's do it. We should start moving slowly after this anyway. We've got enough rations. No one has any pressing appointments. The ruins aren't going anywhere. I mean, people might die, but it's gonna take some time. So, I think we can afford to not lose ourselves to sickness out here.
Yeah, I guess.
So you set up a tent, and Bloodwind goes in and attempts to like dry stuff off and warm up. As you are doing that, you all the two of you who are the three of you who are outside. What are your passive perceptions, Alexaros, and Phineas?
That's it. 11.
12. This sucks.
All right, great. You both see a figure approaching you from the way you came.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just kind of making a beeline in your direction.
Huh.
Double interesting.
Yeah, I will ready my weapon.
Okay, what weapon would that be?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll do the
Fisticuffs.
crossbow.
Okay. The figure gets closer and closer. And stops to look at you all. And what you see is a human male with kind of a long nose, and kind of a dark rings around his eyes, similar to Bloodwind's. And he just kind of looks at you all in your various states of aggressive stances.
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Sorry. I assumed that Phineas was the only aggressive one.
Alkin would definitely assume like a ready position.
Oh, fair enough.
But he's just looking at all of you. Do you know the way to Bellon Post?
I don't know. Do we know the way to Bellon Post? Is that where we left?
No, you left Serinleo.
Let me check my
No,
notes, make sure I don't
don't.
say something wrong, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Afraid not, my friend.
Do you know where any point of civilization lies?
Well, the direction that we just came from, there's some civilization.
An outpost? Which one?
Let's see. Forget the names of these things.
Yeah,
Serinlia,
yeah.
something like that. Are you heard?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Both of you say so.
Irienlia.
Something like that. I'm not really sure how they pronounce it. Are you
Serinleo?
hurt?
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's probably right.
I was.
You were? How are you feeling now?
Vengeful.
Vengeful.
Against who?
Want to elaborate?
The bastard who killed me.
Oh,
Oh, but you came back to life, though. You look much better. If you did, in fact, died.
Oh, I died, all right. And that bastard will get what's coming to him. No one steals from me. And no one
And-
kills me and gets away with it either.
And who are you, specifically, if I may ask? And who is it that you're looking for revenge?
I am Bren Coxswain.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Bren Coxswain.
Bren Haas. Vein? Okay.
And I am seeking the one who murdered me and stole my findings.
is this like a friendship turned rivalry sort of thing? Are you a prospector?
Gunther and I were partners for a long time, but now he has signed his own death warrant by turning on me in this way.
What did he take from you?
Research and valuable properties, items I have discovered in my time here. I do not know if the rest of my group was involved, but I know where Gunther is. But I can only get to him by taking a ship back to the Empire.
Well, there's definitely ships in how do they pronounce it again?
Syrian Leah.
Nope, Cyrenlia.
Leah.
That's what I said.
Someday we'll all understand the pronunciation.
Leah. I feel like you should, perhaps ahead of time, just give us a name of places so we.
It'll just flash on the screen.
Yeah,
Look, I don't know how much time you think I have to prepare that kind of stuff, but I don't.
It's like karaoke that just bounces a little ball across the.
Balenpost is the only Imperial outpost in this frozen wasteland, and Gunther and the others and I came from there. And I know he didn't go back there. I can feel it. He is much farther away, probably from the back in the Empire. But I need a ship. And the Balan post will take me directly to the Empire. Cyrenlia, at best, will take me towards Uthadern.
I don't know where Valenpost is. Do you know where you are? Like, how did you get here?
How did you come back to life? I think that's a better question.
That I don't know. Whether it was the energies of the place I was murdered, my own anger at the vengeance, or perhaps some deity decided to intervene. Whatever the answer is, Gunther will pay for his crimes.
If we find Gunther, I'll be honest, we're not going to find him. I don't know where Valenwood is. Valenport. I've got a.
You say Cyrenlia is that way?
That's the direction we came from. It's the only boat we know of.
Well, then Balenpost is that way. And he kind of points west by southwest, kind of. It is across the River Inferno. He looked... Alkin has been very silent for this whole thing, but he looks at Phineas. I would have thought you would know that. I'm surprised you came through Cyrenlia instead of Balenpost.
Yeah, well, no. You just went from that direction. What can I say?
Did you have difficulties to... I'm surprised. The assembly is one of the main power structures in Balenpost.
Jared, am I supposed to know about Balenpost?
The only thing you would know about it is that it is a imperial it's the imperial port that has been established in Eiselcross for research and exploration. That's the most you would know, and from your time in the in the academy, you know that the Cerberus Assembly has interests in Balenpost, but that is the most you would know about it. You've never been there. You don't know anything that goes on there.
Okay.
It's kind of like like Mike knows what San Francisco is. It's kind of that.
Got it. Yeah, so nope, my boss sent me through one direction and filled in with these guys, and we went another direction, and I ended up here. Don't know much about Ballanpost, and that's okay because it doesn't seem to be part of my journey.
Well, if you want to get back to the Empire quickly, it is the best way.
Keep that in mind. Thanks.
Thank you for giving me the orientation I needed. Good day. And he begins to walk off just alone, sort of in a straight line.
Well,
What is he I'm sorry, what was he wearing, by the way? Was he wearing like a heavy jacket for the weather, or
he was not? He was wearing some sort of like armor, but it was like leather armor, and it was pretty broken off and older looking, like easily like 10 years out of fashion.
Mm-hmm. So, Ross, you didn't just send a zombie towards an innocent town, did you?
well, considering we're traveling with one, maybe he's harmless. Except if your name is Gunter, and you have killed him recently.
Right. I guess so. Well, best of luck to Gunther, I guess, and we'll just stay out of his way.
Yeah, something tells me that if nothing gets in his way, again, unless you're Gunter, you'll be fine. But I'm gonna try to forget about it. Anyway, let me go in and check on Bloodwind in the tent. How you doing?
What? Don't come in.
Oh,
Hang on.
sorry. What did you? Oh well, I guess you had wet clothes on. I'll knock next time.
Yeah. Were you talking to someone? Did I
Have
miss
some
something?
modesty, man.
Yeah, we met some interesting person that needed directions. And I may or may not have sent him to kill his long lost rival.
Okay, that sounds like I suppose, a reasonable course of action.
He died.
He died?
Yeah, he's going to kill the guy that killed him, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. He seemed to be doing okay, though, all things considered.
He was dead.
Not when we
But
talked
not
to him.
dead?
Yeah, something like that. He had been dead. He was very, very sure about that part.
Huh, did he say... Hey, oh, hang on. Gonna pop out of the tent and look around.
I'll be honest, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's just a little ever shrinking dot on the horizon, kind of heading west by southwest.
He couldn't have made it that far. So I didn't really know what to ask him. I didn't know if he had any questions about
Did he say how?
that sort of thing.
Or how long?
He came back. I know. He said he must have died. I don't know how he ended up over here, but he was lost, looking for Valenport, which this guy apparently knows where it is, but I didn't. I point to Phineas.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with us, so it's okay.
Well, I mean, I guess. Sure. Do I know where Valenport is?
Make a history check.
$17.
The 17. Yeah, you know that it's little. It's not little. It's actually fairly largely sized, and it's somewhere on like the southwestern coast of Eiselcross. That's the most you know, though.
I bet it's here.
I was looking at that spot. Yeah.
But I don't. I know that. He doesn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'd already given him his answer before he told me he was going to kill somebody. Oh well, I'm going to try to forget about it.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Didn't seem like the cold was bothering him too bad, though. He didn't really look dressed for this weather. How you feeling?
How am I feeling?
I mean, you feel the cold.
I don't
Being
really
wet,
feel-
being wet, and in the cold was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel it. It's cold and wet. I think that I could probably move on, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if what happened to him and what happened to you are the same thing at all, but
I mean,
feeling it might be one thing, but it certainly... Am I crazy, Phineas? He didn't look like he was wearing as much clothing as I would have had on in this weather.
Phineas was like looking in his notebooks, and he just looks up at you. He's like, "Wait, what? Are we still talking about that dude? Man, forget about him.
Okay,
Old news.
we'll forget about him.
It's
Poor Gunter.
old news."
He probably deserves it, though. Let's be honest. Killed the guy. Anyway, who knows? Maybe that guy's a asshole. Maybe we should have killed him. We have people to save, though. If you're feeling all right, we'll get a move on. If you need some more time, tell me.
I guess let's try. My clothes are slightly less wet.
How long have we been waiting? Is it really? It probably hasn't even been that long, has it?
This guy came along like 20 minutes after the tent got set up, so...
Half hour-ish more, at least.
Yeah, like, the torch has burned out, so it's been like the hour since you got out of the ice water.
Right.
Okay. Well, if you feel like you need to slow down... Actually, why don't we do that? Why don't we just take it slow the rest of the day? We probably lost some miles, but better than falling in the ice twice.
Sure.
So
Right.
we're going to go, I guess, resort to our cautious speed that we did on day 12.
Okay. You can do that. And so the rest of the day continues on without any other incident. You're being more aware of things. And you are good to go. You arrive, the sun begins to dip low, and you are... it's that time. You set up the camp. So you cover... what's the difference between the two numbers I gave you last time?
I believe it was... Oh boy, let's see here. Something like 18 a day versus 24? I think 24 is a full day of walking.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And actually, day 12 was a hybrid day because we had 20. I think we...
Yeah.
Started off slow.
Yeah, you would get the same result because you started normal today, and then about halfway through you switched to a slower pace.
So 20 per day, 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then perhaps until at least we think we're away from thin sheets of ice, we'll go back to being a little more cautious. Because
the whole area is the thin sheets of ice, as a reminder.
Okay.
So
Right. Well, that... Yeah, I guess we do need to make a little bit of haste because we're going to be... I don't know, I'll do some math tonight and see how long it took to kill Ergon from the moment he got sick with the Fridgewell. See how much time we have to save that family.
yeah, you can definitely do that. Go ahead, just make an intelligence check as you settle down to do it, because it's that time. Unless you want to mechanically actually do math.
You know what? Let's just see what happens. I'm probably going to have to mechanically do some math because I have a feeling that despite my weakness in math, it'll be better than this intelligent roll. Nope. That was shocking.
A 19. Pretty good. So, based on what you know about the timeline, like Ergon selling stuff when started showing signs, you figure that since Urban and his family like just contracted it, they probably had like around 60 days from when they were infected, so by now they have like whatever left, so like 46 days maybe. However, the promises that were made to Tulgi and Hulil, or specifically Hulil, you figure Hulil, from the time you left, had about 30 days, so she's got less than 20 now, and you promised to cure her. Or Bloodwind did.
I mean, did we? She'll be fine.
And Tulgi, her days are probably very close to being done, because she probably had 20 days left when you left.
Tulgi's probably not getting saved, if we're being realistic. We'll think about her sister, and then the family, I think, stands a chance. Unless we die.
I mean, we can try to hoof it.
I mean, if we die, or one of us dies or gets sick, then lessens our chances of getting it at all. So, we'll see how it goes. It's not going to take us a month to get there and back.
Yeah, but those are your best estimates, and you remember that Elro told you that you just need to get the cure back to the buyer in Cyrinlia, who can get stuff to him very quickly, apparently via magical means.
True, we don't even need to take the 10-day... I mean, yeah, it will be 10 days ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, with that little bit of positive information, we'll say a quick prayer for Gunter and go to sleep.
Great. You all settle in for the night?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Great. You all get another long rest. The next day, everybody roll me a d20, please.
Ugh.
Oh no! What is this?
A storm comes up, and you cannot progress this day. It's just too much weather.
You know that whole conversation we had about traveling speeds?
Yep. That.
Isn't that just how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you lose a day. But the next day comes up. You are free to roll again.
Oh, gosh. What?
Okay, so the snow is heavy but progressible today.
I mean, that checks out, right? You know? Great.
What?
We're going to move slow whether we like it or not.
I mean, it's not so bad that you can't go a normal pace. It's just the visibility is limited, essentially.
Copy. I don't know much about snow, but I'm not sure if it's going to help or hurt us on being able to detect the thin ice breaking underneath us if there's a lot of snow we're walking on. I, for one, have snowshoes, so I'll be walking on top of it.
Mm-hmm. I think most of you bought snowshoes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, let's start at a normal pace and see what happens. I mean, start at a slow pace.
Okay.
We can't take a vote on this. I'm just going to keep shouting orders until someone challenges
No,
me.
I'm going to challenge that. I take my flag and I throw it on the ground. I challenge you.
You've been holding on to that, haven't you?
Been waiting for this exact moment.
When
Flag
on a play. Flag on a play.
as soon as Phineas challenges you, you feel a surge of adrenaline and a need to prove your dominance. Elixeros.
Ooh.
Oh
What's this look I'm getting from you, Ross? Huh? You look a little, I don't know, a little jumpy, like you really want to get into this fight.
You know what? Say your piece. What's this for? What do you have to say?
I want to power walk. There, I said it. I don't think we should be going slow. I think we should be moving fast.
You don't really need this one, do you?
No, I don't. But
No, you don't. What?
you know what? I hear you. If you want to power walk, be my guest. I think after yesterday and with the snow, we're going to start this one out slow. If you want to scout ahead, I'm not going to stop you. But the rest of us, unless anyone else wants to power walk, is going to try not to get herself killed today.
Fine.
And here's your flag. And I sort of like passive aggressively toss it back to him.
Yeah, I catch my flag back. I'm going to add that to my inventory, by the way.
Make a dexterity check for me.
Oh, you know he's going to roll a nat 20. Every time I try to show
You're
power
right.
in front of Phineas, he's like...
Dexterity.
Not
You-
this time.
You go
Fumble
to
it a little.
you go to catch, but the wind picks up, and you kind of like look like and you kind of fumble after it.
I should have thrown it ahead a little bit.
-2 hubris to Phineas for the rest of the game.
The whole
I'll
campaign is
get
going to
it
be who's left with the least hubris at the end. The two Dragonborn.
That needs to be incorporated into mechanics.
We need a
Yeah,
hubris
how do we do
mechanic.
that? What's our
Yeah,
hubris score? Do we
really
start at
do
10?
hubris mechanic.
Yeah, who knows? Nevertheless, so
2
you all
points for House Gryffindor.
so you all begin your trek out.
Mhm.
The first half of the day goes by without incident.
Because we were cautious.
Were we? I thought I decided to power walk ahead of you guys.
Oh yeah, you could do that if you want. How's Phineas?
I mean,
fared?
I don't want to be like so far ahead of you that I lose sight of you, but
Roll a d20 for me, Phineas.
I was about to say, how far would he mechanically get if he was walking?
yeah, like 13.
All right, you managed to like,
Ahead of us the whole time.
even with like the snow and the low visibility, you managed to walk far enough ahead to feel your ego satisfied.
Mhm.
But it's cold and windy, but you're also able to maintain like a general site location on your comrades. So you're probably like 60 feet ahead.
I'll take it.
How's that a hubris?
My goodness.
+1.
Cold but solid. What question though? So how is the weather? Has it like lessened a little bit as the days gone?
No,
on?
it's still snowing fairly heavily, and the wind's picking up. So like you could walk. You feel like you could walk normally through it. You've just been taking your time, worried about ice sheets, but there hasn't been any issues with them today.
You know what? We're not going to take our chances today. I said what I said. I'm sticking to my guns. So, normal pace today.
All right. So the day ends. You've covered 18 miles. And you can all turn in for the night, get a long rest, and roll me those d20s yet again, please.
Damn.
What is happening?
Wow.
I hate this.
So, once again, the sky is heavy with snow, but it's just reduced visibility and not and nothing too crazy. So you begin your day walking out. Everybody just go ahead, give me perception checks at disadvantage, please. And what kind of pace are you doing today?
Ugh,
I think with the low visibility, we'll be going slower.
Let's start cautious. We'll see how it feels halfway through the day again.
There you go.
I am starting to feel we don't want to lose too much ground, but I'm trying to go back and look and see how many miles we thought. 250 miles away.
Oh my goodness, this is so much walking.
Trying to keep track of that.
I miss being turned into a giant eagle and just flying through everything.
No, just starting over at level 2 and 1. Oh.
Yep.
No.
So, Alexaros, as you are leading the way, at some point in the afternoon, you hear a familiar crack.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Which way do I jump, Alkin?
Right, he says.
Gonna jump right in my snowshoes. I don't know how that's done. Probably not very far.
Yeah. But because nobody rolled horribly and you all rolled high enough to sense it, nobody falls through the ice today.
You said disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, we had 12. We were an average of 10.
Oh, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep. The 12 was enough to hear the crack. And nobody rolled below a 5, so good.
Okay. This is halfway point?
Yeah,
How's the visibility? Same?
it's the same.
Just keep going. Play it safe.
All right, another 18 miles at the end of the day.
Okey-dokey. Keep the mass.
What is your total mileage?
I was just doing some math, actually, so...
And you should all be down another 3 rations, by the way, if you haven't been.
It's a ration of 1 or 2 a day?
1 a day.
1 a day? Okay. So this is... Yeah, we've been rationing for 7 days. Total mileage is... 1 moment.
300 miles. We overshot it.
We missed it. Gosh, damn it.
Should have made a left at the snowman.
Hey, 124.
Great.
We're halfway there. Right, is that math?
Who knows?
Yeah, that works out.
Who
But-
knows?
You can all turn in for the evening, get a long rest, and go ahead, roll those dice yet again.
Okay, since we're talking about mileage, though, and we turn in for the evening, I'll say this as we roll in the dice. I'll just keep the party abreast of my math. We are, 124 miles in. We think it's a 250-mile journey there. It's taking us. That means at this pace, it probably will take us 28 days there and back. It's 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. We think the family has 48 days, 46. So, just gonna say that out loud.
I'm sorry, do we have enough rations for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
I mean, I don't. How many am I supposed to be down? I only.
Everyone's
started out with
used 7 apiece.
Mhm.
So I
Let's
have
do
3.
some math.
Unless
You also all were able to restock before you came here. You missed the last episode,
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh, true.
Right.
but so you could have spent some money on that. And then when you all got to Balin Post, there was a crate of them that you could have partaken of.
I took 50. How much does each person have? Because if it's going to get hairy if people didn't pull their weight on some of those, but we
Well,
need
the entire crate had 50 rations in it, so you can distribute that as needed.
correct. Actually, math-wise, we're going to need 112 rations, and I currently have those 50 plus the 10 that I bought. So
I mean, if it takes you that long.
If it takes that long. Otherwise, on the journey back, we might want to learn how to unforge. So.
Well, so then should we just pull from the 50 count and I'll keep the 10 for now?
Yes.
That's what we're saying?
Yeah, and I'm keeping track from the 50.
Okay.
I'm just starting with 50, and then I'll say, like, after however many days we traveled, I'll mark that off times 4.
Okay. Cool.
You can also go into rationing, which is where you do a half ration a day, but it has consequences.
Yeah, so we've got 12 and a half days before we're going to be dipping into our personal... I believe I've just made math a thing for Alexaros.
Great. All right. Great. So, the next day, the weather has cleared.
Great.
And you are able to see normally. There's no low visibility. So, what is your plan for this day?
Okay. If we keep
What do
alert,
you guys think? We should keep walking?
I think this day we can pick up the pace. Let's try normal. Snow feels good. We're getting used to it out here. Let's try to pay attention.
All right.
Any opposed?
Keep my mouth shut.
Any flags on the field?
Let's go. I know, any flags on the field. Are you two done?
Hey, we agreed on something.
All right. You progress normally throughout the day. You don't have any issues. You cover the full 24 miles.
Yay!
Good job.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
D20s again?
Yeah, you all get a long rest in. Go ahead, roll some D20s.
Yeah, we're back to snow.
Oh god.
Oof.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
That helps, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, you don't know what order these dice go in, so...
Yeah.
And you don't know what anything means either. You wake up the next day. It is blindingly clear. There are no clouds. There's no snowfall. Those of you who have the glare shields are able to see without difficulty. Those of you who did not purchase glare shields are essentially have low vision because you can't look out. It's just so bright.
Did I or did I not? Because I was not here.
Oh, you weren't there.
You would have had the opportunity to purchase things like snowshoes or glare shields.
Feels very much like a thing that.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that you would have.
Okay.
I believe the snowshoes were 8 gold.
I have a note for that.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who bought both.
Am I? Yeah, so the snowshoes would have been 2 gold and 4 pounds, and the glare shield would have been 2 silver and negligible weight, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
8 gold. And did we get paid or no?
Yes.
We did get paid.
The glare shields were silver, not gold.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Either
2
way.
gold for the snowshoes and 2 silver for the glare
2
shield.
gold. Okay. And 2 silver.
And yes,
Well, I can do
you all
that.
got paid the 100 gold for the initial contract, so that was 25 each.
Okay.
And we all put it in your bag of holding.
I don't have one. It's so
Oh no! Where'd the gold go?
Where'd it all go?
Yeah, there's something else I was going to say about that. About your... Oh, yeah, I got you an extra pickaxe, too.
Oh yeah, nice.
Everyone gets a pick now except for Phineas.
What?
All right.
That's fine. You guys go to work, picking away.
I'm going to call our
I'll
group
supervise.
the miners. I don't know. The major miners. All right. Where are we at?
You have begun the day's travel. It is blindingly bright. Those of you who have glare shields do not have a problem keeping on the path, for lack of a better term, and you're able to continue the day without incident.
Yay.
So you get your full 24 miles in that one.
And this is day 19.
Great.
Just confirming we're on the same page there.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
I told you to track it, because if you lose track of it, I will make it up.
Did I say 19? I meant day 29, and we're there. I'm just kidding.
Oh, the days may
Rocks.
pass, but you may not realize it.
We're walking in circles. Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
Everyone turns to ice statues.
Oh no.
Those poor children.
Think of the children.
All right.
Think of the gold.
But that day does indeed pass without incident. You can get another long rest in. You've covered 24 miles. Go ahead, roll the next set of d20s. And what is your current distance traveled?
Oh gosh, I should have kept that running tally going. Give me a moment. Sorry, I've done lots of math. I should have had the 0 in so I could take an average. It's so sad every time I see the 0. 152.
Great.
I am going to keep a running tally now.
Smart. All right. So that's one d20 roll with a 20. Need 2 more.
Holy cow, zone. That's right.
And I need 1 more from Amber, I believe.
Yes, that one.
Oof.
All right. Well, you all head on out, and the weather is snowy, and it is fairly easy going. You don't suffer any sort of ice issues. You don't run into anything. You're passing by the mountains now, like you've made it there over the past few days. And that's when you hear a loud and an avalanche occurs.
Oh, rocks fall and everyone dies. Oh, that's
so
real.
I'm going to need everyone to make a strength saving throw as
Right.
or actually a dexterity saving throw as snow begins to rush on down.
Can I have advantage?
Oh no.
Because it's a visible effect.
Yeah, sure.
Does that only apply to
Not
Blood One?
helpful.
Yes, it only applies to
10.
Blood One.
Still only a
Are we doing this at... It's a straight roll, okay.
Yeah, it's just a straight roll.
Well, Phineas...
Dark Side 1366. If you are looking to start an online campaign, there's lots of resources available. You can check out D&D Beyond. You can check out Roll20, which are the tools that we use. There's a lot of other tools depending on the game you want to play, but those are the ones we use. Thanks for being here. Great. So, as you all hear this crack, I guess I should roll for Alkin.
Oh, somebody.
I have a feeling he just, somehow avoids the whole thing.
Well, let's find out.
Sorry.
He actually makes it at disadvantage
Oh no, Alkin.
because it is not an effect he can see.
Jump left, no right, no.
Jump down. What?
I mean, would we have had time to warn Alkin? I mean, he's been watching our back.
Oh yeah, like he definitely heard the crack, but he can't see that, like which way it is like coming down at him from.
Oh, to add insult to injury, he rolls a natural 1.
Indeed, he does.
Oh.
Well, tell your families.
So, Elixeros and Bloodwind, you are able to like find cover fairly quickly. However, all the confusion causes Alkin to trip into Phineas, and they both just kind of fall in the snow, and the avalanche. It's not a big avalanche; it's a small one, but it's enough to cover them all. So what happens is Alkin and Phineas take 15 points of bludgeoning damage from the avalanche.
Wow.
Bloodwen and Elixeros, you take 7.
Cool.
15.
Good thing it wasn't
No,
15.
And as the snow settles and Elixeros and Bloodwind, you're able to like kind of clear yourself out really easy. You do not see neither Alkin nor Phineas. They must be buried somewhere beneath the snow.
Oh crap!
Did you hear
Do
that?
I have experience with these with avalanches from being from Uthadern or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I will still try to search for them.
Yeah,
Here, take this. And I'm gonna hand Bloodwind the other rope.
yeah. You can make either investigation or survival checks, or one of you can do so at advantage.
I am only a +1 to either, so
So, what were the options? Survival or
Investigation.
let's team up on survival.
okay. You should roll.
Correct.
Well, that's a 17. With a 17, you do see a glint in the snow, and you rush towards it, and it is Alkin's halberd. So you grab it, and you can feel that it's like stuck. So digging down, you're able to clear. You find Alkin and Phineas wrapped up beneath them. They had like held on to each other in the tumble.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do I need to leave you two alone for a few more minutes?
Alkin just stares at you.
Wait, what? No. What?
And here I was thinking that you were overcompensating with that halberd, but today's your lucky day.
So you exhume your two friends, or your two comrades, however you want to go with this, and they and you're able to resume your adventures and your moves forward.
Bloodwind,
Yes.
thank you. Some good thinking back there.
You're welcome.
And yeah, hope you guys. Do you need a blanket? This is a serious offer. Are you cold?
He says through chattering teeth, "No, I'm fine. I have enough blankets and coats on me."
Cool. I'll give it to Alkin then.
Yeah, Alkin takes it. It's fine.
All right. Back on the. That was crazy, right?
It's crazy.
That was me attempting a role play.
I mean, I've
All right, I
heard
guess
these
we'll
things happening.
back in your marching order. Too late.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll walk more.
The rest of the day goes by without incident, luckily. So you are able to clear your full 24 miles.
Good.
And
Nice.
you can settle in for a long rest and heal up over the evening. And you can go ahead and give me 3d20 rolls for the next time.
Ay, ay, ay.
This is good in some way, right? We get all of these rolls out of the way. Again, that's a lot.
Right.
They're bad.
And when it comes to combat,
Yeah,
it's
we'll be
straight nat 20s.
golden.
Okay, it is a heavily snowy day, and you are having visibility difficulties again.
Oh, good.
Well, caution mostly worked before, so let's slow it down today.
Yeah, I guess that's what we have to do.
Okay.
Or we should go normal speed, you know. I mean, we've been walking a long, long time. I just want to be there right now.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
that's not how this works.
I mean, it does kind of. If we can pick up our feet a little bit more, we can get there faster.
Or you could die in a pile of snow or ice water.
Listen, we've got 74 miles left by my estimation. The difference in walking fast or slow at this point is about a day. So if we get a little
That's-
closer, I hear you. We'll pick it
Mhm.
up. But we got a couple more days before we're trying to stay alive before we're in the home stretch. I mean, we're
Ugh.
nearly there.
Fine, go. I'll be right behind you. And when he turns his back, I'll throw a snowball at him. And then I'll point at Alkin, be like, whoa, Alkin, that was rude, dude.
Make a ranged attack roll without proficiency.
This is great.
And you hit Bloodwind.
A range attack roll.
So d20 plus
Where's
dex.
Okay. Plus 2 is an 8.
Alex Arrows, a snowball flies by your head.
I stop for 1 second. And then I don't even look back. I just keep walking. I start to turn my head. I'm like, not worth the time. Not worth the time.
You feel a rush of adrenaline that is not your own course through your body.
Oh, that's interesting.
Am I going to bring out this demon spirit that's inside
I'm about to
you?
say, I now imagine that I subconsciously oh, but my handle's up here now, isn't it? That would be that's a pretty big show if I go for it. Maybe I just clench a fist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Like my hand moves, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? It's just a snowball.
Actually, you've also noticed that you just kind of tend to have your weapon out as you traverse through the day. It's becomes second nature to you.
Okay, all right.
You're being possessed by a weapon.
I have got some serious aggro issues right now.
It hasn't tried to influence your behavior or anything. The voice and the feelings, they just enhance what's already there.
Okay. So if the snowball sent me in a fight or flight mode instantly into half fight mode.
It probably would have been instant fight mode, yeah. Because this guy's been giving you guff the whole fucking time.
For both of our sakes, don't throw anything larger.
Guff.
Okay, cool. What's the range of Eldritch Blast?
Oh, God.
For you, I think it's 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It is. All right, we keep walking. I'm just gonna every now and then I'm gonna shake my head for the next few minutes. Does he say? You say the Alkin comment though, right?
Well, considering I missed, I'll turn to Alkin and say, that was a win.
Oh, okay.
Very windy here. Otherwise, right? back of his head. But oh, you guys are still walking. All right, let's keep up.
Alkin, who is like 5 or 8 feet away from you, Alexaros, just kind of looks at you.
Me.
Yeah, he's second in line here, and he just kind of. You've never seen him roll his eyes, but he does at that interaction.
Mad respect for Alkin.
Yeah.
Picking my favorites.
Yeah, so you continue on. Despite the low visibility, the day progresses without incident. So you can mark off another 18 miles for your slower travel pace today. And you can all turn in, get a rest, and go ahead and roll another set of d20s for me. 1 per player, please.
Hey, higher than 10.
Excellent.
Not good at. I need modifiers apparently.
Great. So, the day is clear and open. It is back to like just a casual snowfall, but not so much that it limits visualization. And you've gone how far?
God damn it, I just had it pulled up.
And you can mark off your rations for the days as well.
194 total.
Okay, cool.
If we're okay on visibility, we'll play the game of go back to average.
Yeah. Go ahead. Since you're leading, Alexaros, go ahead. Make a survival check for me.
Gosh. Should I give myself guidance? Just kidding. Damn it.
Cool. Yeah, so you travel the day without incident. Yeah, nothing crazy. You can settle things in and go ahead, roll for another day.
Oh my god.
So this was a 24-mile day?
Yep.
Hey, 19.
Great.
Oof.
Yeah, it is a sudden storm yet again. It kind of rises up out of nowhere. And it's one of those storms it's got like lightning in the snow. So it's like a snow lightning thing.
Oh my gosh. Thunder snow.
Yes, thunder snow. It is like Massachusetts you've never seen. It's a wild time.
What is thunder snow? This is a real thing?
Yeah.
Real. You poor Georgia boy.
Growing up in the
Live in
Northeast.
places like this?
Yes. Yeah, it is a snowstorm that it would be a rainstorm except it's too cold. So it's got lightning and thunder with snow.
Yeah.
It's real.
Really cool.
It's a cool time.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's not the word. I was trying to think of a descriptor.
It's also kind of apocalyptic, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably closer to...
I would choose thunder snow over tornadoes. Having lived in places with
Absolutely.
those kind of
Yeah.
You know what? Fair. Also
Mhm.
terrified of pretty much any natural disaster, though. So that's why growing up in the coastal
thunder
plain
snow's
wasn't
not
the
a
worst.
disaster, that's just weather.
Yeah. But
Fair. I guess we have some pretty bad thunderstorms from. But it's like normal
the
rain.
thunder snow just means like you can't really get anywhere today. So that's another day without progress.
Dang it.
Go ahead. Hopefully the next day fares you weller.
Me too?
Go ahead, roll some
D20s?
D20s.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. It's probably not.
All right. It is a clear day. Go ahead, Alexaros. Roll me a survival check as the leader of this exploration.
In true character fashion, I'm going to make my decision on our pace before I do this roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We're going completely the wrong way, aren't we?
You know you're getting close. You're somewhere.
So, like, we did, because I have the map, right? Rudimentary though it is, we like went around the mountains. We didn't see the lava river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have coaxed all the way back around towards the east of the mountains.
We should be walking in a northeasternly direction with mountains on either side of our horizon.
Correct. And you are doing so.
Okay.
It's up to you. Like, you can spend your day like kind of going like doing a cross north-south between the mountain ranges. You can like head all the way until you find water. Like, it's up to you how you want to do this.
It's true. Like, we could, instead of walking through the middle, we could hug the mountain range that we sort of skirted around, follow it up until we hit the water.
That's what I would do.
I mean,
Logical
that's
thinking
what,
keeps a reference point.
yes, that's what we'll do. Clear day,
Mhm.
normal pace.
All right.
We're almost there, guys. We're so close.
Yeah, you cover another 24 miles by the end of the day. And you're getting close. Like, you think you're getting close to where, like, that like coastline is, but you don't really know. You haven't been here. You don't really have a scale. You're just doing your best. For the next day, go ahead, roll some d20s and a survival check.
All right. 15.
Feeling good, guys.
Yeah.
Feeling average now, but
Oh gosh.
but you know, average is better than bad.
Yeah.
So,
The weather is clear and opens up, and it allows you to. You don't cover area today because you know you're in the right area, so you kind of begin more of a search pattern. So like, you don't cover as much distance-wise. You know you're in the right area. You're just looking for some kind of clue to lead you to where this place might be. Do you have any clues that you want to look out for? Like, what you tell me.
I feel like I quizzed this guy on all sorts of things, trying to get as much out of him. Let's see what I wrote down.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, the biggest clue he kept going on about were those damned ice methods,
Okay.
right? Like, I kept trying to be like, what does this thing look like? It's in the water. We know that.
Right.
So, like, it's probably closer to the coast. I'm assuming maybe it fell off into the ocean or partly flooded, or there's a lake or something, but somehow it's underwater and there's ice methods. Whatever that is.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
What are we haven't hit the coastline yet, right?
Not exactly, but you figure you're probably pretty close to it.
I mean, with no other clues to go on, my gut's telling me get closer, like maybe where we can see it, and we start heading
West, right?
northwest. Yeah.
All right, cool.
To the coast. Yeah.
All right, so you head that way. The day goes by. Go ahead, roll your next set of checks.
Sorry, what happened?
Roll a d20. And then, Alexros, are you like telling your people what to look out for? Are you like having them help you search? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I feel like at this point, my character.
Or are you taking all the leadership and glory for yourself?
Let me see what this question is.
I'm asking you what you are doing.
I think a good leader knows when and how to delegate tasks according to the strengths of our party members.
Sure.
So Phineas is useless. The rest of the party can help me. I'm like showing everyone the map, and Phineas is like peeking over, and I'm like, "Don't worry about it." No,
All right, go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'll
Make-
show like I. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, that makes sense to me. So go ahead, roll your survival check with advantage.
Yeah.
I'm being a little harsh on the Phineas thing. I think that though, like I've been saying all the
Don't
stats,
apologize, man.
all the facts. I've been
appropriate.
I've been
Yeah, man.
counting it out. So survival.
This is what you want a spook to be like. Well,
Cool.
a
Just
little more
wanted to-
sassy.
Yes, yeah.
So with a 21, you are looking around for something, and you spot something out of the corner of your eye. It's a quick glare, and it's a clear day. A little overcast, but otherwise not too bad. And in a shaft of light through the clouds, you see something glitter in the air.
In the air.
Like where it shouldn't be, and not far away from your group.
I'm gonna kind of point it out and say, "Can anyone see this better than I can? Does that look like it's flying?"
It does.
Can we see? Does it?
Yeah, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Also, I'm so sorry. We're still on day 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we had the 0 day, a full day, and then today.
Correct.
So we are at a point where we are dipping into personal rations. Now, I would like to say on the 0 days, it probably would have made sense if we did half rations those days since we weren't traveling.
Sure.
Rations. So I'll adjust my math. I'm just pointing that out because I'm keeping track of that too. We've gone past the 12.5 days, so the 50 would have been exhausted if we've each been eating about 4 total.
Okay.
Oh, we've just started. We can get back to that. Sorry, I'll roll my perception check.
Well, you already noticed the thing, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, great, yeah.
But you're the only one who notices it.
I don't see what you're seeing.
Just
Yeah, man. Why didn't go get
keep-
closer to it and point it out to us?
wish my wit was as quick. Actually, that's a great idea. You're the power walker in the group. Why don't you go up there and see what you can see with those fine young eyes you have?
Except I rolled a 3, so I don't know where it is.
This way, that direction. You know what? Never mind. You're going to get us all killed. I will go. Try to get... I think I'm going to tell the party, maybe not Phineas at this point, that I think these might be those ice muffets. I don't really know where they are. I just know they're made of ice and they fly. This thing seems to fit the bill, as it is in the air and shiny.
Yeah, and you're watching it. You see, like, occasionally it, like, goes through a shaft of sunlight and it, like, dips down and, like, hits the snow, and you see little puffs of snow occasionally. And when you get there, you find on the ground little tiny divots and little tiny feet, footprints. And it looks as though, like, something's been trouncing along. And you look up, and about 60 feet ahead of you, heading in a direction.
Direction.
Yeah. Kind of east northeast. You see a small little figure, like with the way the sunlight catches it and refracts it, you can see the actual body of this thing now. And it's a little humanoid-esque body with large wings, and it seems to be made of ice and frozen snow, and it is flying along on its merry little way.
Yeah, I'm going to call this the ice method. I don't remember getting much out of that guy on these things other than just leave him alone, really. So, but we're close. This was the thing to look for.
Mm-hmm. Right. So what are you doing?
I mean, are there more?
You only see the
This
one.
thing?
It's flying off in a direction.
Let's follow it, I guess, at a safe distance.
Okay, great. And so you lead your group off and begin to follow it. And that's where we're going to take a short 5-minute break this evening. So we will be back in 5 minutes, everyone. We're going to take a little bio break, do a little short rest here. But we will be right back. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, I've Got It. Thank you, Darkside. And thank you, Mr. Pizza, for coming in. So we will be right back in 5 minutes. See you in just a moment.
tip jar.
Hello, everyone. We are back, and apparently we're the new hashtag is hashtag tail or no tail for Forged in Ice because
Team Tail or Team No Tail.
you got to pick which Dragonborn you like, the Ravenite.
We all know where the alliances are.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravenite or the Drakenblood, Alexeros or Phineas. The choice is yours. Anyway, back at it. Our characters have discovered a little bit of a clue. Alexeros has found what he believes to be an ice mephit, and they have begun following this individual. So about 2 hours after following this creature through the wind, whipped snow, and the biting cold, you eventually hear like some like loud like water crashing against a structure or rocks or something. And you begin to notice a half-submerged, dark blue stone building kind of poking up through a sheet of ice. It's got a gray stone door that looks to be carved like a face with a half-exposed skull. So like it's a humanoid face, but like half of this face is a skull. And there are words scribed above the door. And the word that is scribed above the door is Salsvault.
I think we made it.
As you approach, everyone, go ahead. What is everyone's passive perception?
11.
13.
12.
Cool. So, Bloodwyn, you actually notice something that the others don't. Sitting very still, kind of like in the snow, kind of off to either side of the entrance, you see two ice mephits. Two little, or at least you think they must be, because they're, as described, they look like small little humanoids with like frozen wings, and they're just sitting very, very still. You almost glanced right past them, but you see them there, and they're just standing about like 5 feet away from the door, just kind of very still, not moving.
I stop my party and I point them out to our shot caller.
Good work, Fran. Good work, Blood.
How do you point them out? I'm curious.
I'm just gonna like arms out, like make sure nobody walks past me, and just stand there and whisper, just mutter out of the corner of my mouth. No, not quite T-pose, no.
Ice mephit.
Ice mephit. Ice mephit. Just gonna mutter out of the corner of my mouth. There are ice mephits on the side of the door.
On the side of the door.
Both
I'll
sides.
take a closer look.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, once you get kind of told that they're there, you do see them. You have to like struggle to find them. It's like a magic eye. Like they're like almost indistinguishable.
I was going to faff about with some more dialogue, but
Yeah,
I'll
they
cut right to it.
they just look like shards of ice. If they hadn't been pointed out to you, you would never have seen them.
Great work. Good eye. You know, I don't know anything about these. I don't know if they're standing guard on purpose or if this is where they sleep. How close are the ones that we followed? Are they just like fluttering about in the area?
You don't see the one you follow. For all you know, it may be one of these.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really want to fight these things unless we have to. Could be more. Let's let me get a little closer. Is there any other wording? Like, if I approach cautiously, dare I say even sneak, can I get close enough to see if there's any other wording on the door?
How close do you want to get to the door?
I don't know. How far are we now?
You didn't notice them in the mephits until you were like probably like 15, 20 feet away from the door.
Oh, so we're pretty close already. Okay.
Yeah.
Glancing around, it looks like the rest of this is submerged, you said?
Yeah, like there's it's a building, but you can see it's kind of like got an angle and it's like sticking out of the like frozen sheets. And it's the ice shards that are sticking out that these mephits have blended into.
Gotcha. There's no alternative method in. If we can extract these things. What do you think ice mephits like?
They have not moved, like, since you've been there.
Do they talk?
They have not done anything.
Hey,
They-
do you talk?
Yeah.
So you look right at one and say, "Hey, do you talk?" They immediately fly up into the air, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, that's great plan.
Do we need to
We
select our
tried.
tokens?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There's our tokens.
Yep, select your tokens. I will bring you to the page.
I don't know if I see my token.
I don't see any
Yeah.
Hold on, let me bring you to the page. Y'all getting
okay.
so...
Where's the token,
So
Jared?
antsy.
Being
I
on
don't
the
see me,
screen
Jared.
By default, it's very confusing.
Oh yeah, we were pretty close.
I guess
Well,
I
shoot.
rolled preemptively.
You rolled
I got a
preemptively.
13. Yeah, before I had a token to.
I see.
Sorry.
13.
Well, it's alright. I'll just have to destroy your character. It's fine.
All right. Goodbye forever.
Again?
I know, right?
Alright. And someone go ahead and... who's going to run Alkin tonight?
You're keeping track of everything, Matt. One of us should do it.
It's not really that much. I thought it doesn't matter. I'm happy to do it. I mean, it's a fighter, right? I don't know what he is, but I play fighters.
Okay,
I
great.
don't know if
Yeah,
I
do
play
that,
this
man.
style.
Great. You can access his character sheet on D&D Beyond. Just click on it in the campaign and it should pop into a new window for you. And I have given you control of his token.
Let's test that theory. Yes, you have.
So fun note about Alkin, that circle, that is his range of vision. He cannot see anything that is not within that circle, and anything that is, if it's outside that circle, he can't see it.
That'd be hilarious if he was a ranger this time.
Let's see. Bloodwind, you rolled a 13, you said?
Yeah.
All right. And go ahead, click Alkin's token for me, Matt, and roll an initiative for him. All right, great. Of
Did
course.
it go?
It did, yes. I've got it.
I just got it.
All right. Let's look at the map. Let's get started here. First up, we have Phineas.
Yeah. I am going to cast. All right, just a second. Let me just double check one other thing.
Alkin is on deck,
Yeah.
followed by Bloodwind.
Yeah, let's do this. I will not cast. I'll actually draw my crossbow, and I will shoot at this one here.
Okay. Go for it.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Fantastic. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, great. All right. Yeah.
Cool.
So that is 8 points of piercing damage to the first
it was more.
weapon. Yeah. Good job.
I will then skirt around behind Bloodwind.
Okay.
And do I have any bonus actions? No, I don't. Okay, so that is my turn.
All right. Alkin is up next, followed by Bloodwind. So, what is
Whoop, whoop.
Alkin going to do? Alkin does not really know where these creatures are as of yet.
That's a good point. We haven't really been able to tell him either, have we?
Nope.
I mean, we would have verbally mentioned they're on either side of the door. I guess.
Which he can also not see.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Remember
no
that?
idea.
So played a fighter. Never played a blind one before. This is interesting.
Indeed.
He's gonna hold his glaive at the ready. He's gonna ready an action if something comes within his field of vision. He's gonna glaive it,
All right. So he's readying an attack action.
even if their name is Phineas. No, I'm just kidding.
Fantastic. Bloodwind. Elixir is on deck.
Great. Gonna rage. Say, I guess this is what we're doing now. And run into that one.
All right.
I don't know if I told you, your weapon is enhanced.
Jared told me, and it looks like it has been updated in
Yes, okay.
D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
So, thank you. Scamper up. I am bonus action raging.
Yep. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
That guy attacks. Ugh.
An 8. It's a small creature. It dodges out of the way.
Okay.
So it is able to vamoose. Elixeros, that is up to you.
All right, Alexeros is gonna, whatever his name is, he's going to, Alkin's had his back out in the snow, so he's gonna have Alkin's back. He's gonna say, I'm gonna stick with you, Alkin. And we got 2 bogeys. He's gonna call out where they are, and it's like, they're flying, but they haven't, they're not near us yet, so be ready. And then I'm gonna, Eldritch Blast, the one that Bloodwind has engaged.
All right, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Does a 22 hit?
22 absolutely hits. And you line up with this little creature that you couldn't even have seen before, but now it's moving. It's like it's just about to like leap up into the air, and you go ahead, unleash your Eldritch Blast, which looks like what? A bat?
I don't think I've done an Eldritch Blast yet, actually.
Then elucidate us as to what your Eldritch Blast looks like.
I've been thinking about this. I know the classic is like crackling green energy, but I think I'm going to say it looks like oddly smoky.
Okay.
Like a fast-moving, dark ball of energy, but has like a wisp of like smoke trail coming off the thing.
Cool. So this kind of ball of shadow kind of and smoke blasts into this thing solidly, and you hear it go and it looks like really messed up from the impact of that thing, like it hit the wall and kind of had to catch itself.
All right,
It
so
looks really upset.
great. I'm gonna then, probably abusing my free action here, but I'm gonna update Alk and be like, we got the one on our right, so be ready for one coming at your left.
All right. Anything else?
Not this round.
All right. Cool. Well, This ice method right here is going to blast. It like opens its mouth and breathes a big blast of cold energy right at Bloodwen. So I need Bloodwen and Alkin actually to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, Alkin.
Right?
Yes, you can see it. You would have advantage on this.
Great. 19.
Nice.
13.
Fantastic. Which is great because Alkin couldn't see it, so it was at disadvantage, and 13 is still enough.
Good deal.
So, you... Gosh dang it, I hate this about this damn thing. No, it's a setting in the NPC sheet that's stupid. But instead of taking 6 cold damage, you will each take 3 cold damage.
Nice.
Boom.
Alkin has some like real health points.
Yeah, this other one kind of sees that Alkin's got a long pointy thing and flies up over here about 10 feet in the air and looks down at you, and this one also unleashes an ice breath. So I need Alkin, Elixaros, and Phineas to also make dexterity saving throws. Alkin at disadvantage.
Copy that. For some reason, I can't affect Alkin's HP, but I'll try to keep track.
You can do it on Roll20. You can enter it. Phineas succeeds.
Sorry.
Oof.
Yikes.
Elixaros and Alkin fail this one, however. So, which it's not so bad. Alkin and Elixaros each take 4 points of cold damage. Phineas, you take 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Thought I had updated that. Weird. Wonder why that didn't do that.
Oh, there are 2 Alkins now.
No, I don't know why his...
I know his HP is not the correct number, but that's okay. I can override it, so it's at the correct number. That makes sense.
Yeah, like, I just don't know why...
Later.
Yeah, it's
As long as we tell Tanner.
it's a Roll20 thing, I think.
Tanner, I regret to inform you, you are now
Alright.
also reborn.
Do.
Yeah, so he should have 13 hit points, I believe.
He took 2 and 4.
He took 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Okay, but that is the ice methods. Next up, we are back to the top with Phineas.
Okay, we're doing the crossbow thing again. This time, I'll go after this guy.
All right, go for it. With a 9, it dodges out of the way. That brings us to Alkin. Blood one's on deck.
Hold on, I'm just gonna run away a little bit too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Away, run away. Go.
Cool. All right, that brings us to Alkin, who still cannot see his attackers.
But he can see Bloodwin?
He kind of has a fuzzy idea of where Bloodwin is.
This would be acting out of turn. But I guess it looks.
Alkin's not an idiot.
No, Alkin is
Yeah.
Alkin is a trained fighter. Like
Yeah.
he
knows.
he can tell that Bloodwind moved there. He can't actually see her, but he knows the direction she moved. Like
I'm gonna say
he actually can
yeah.
see her footprints in the snow.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna say yeah. He can move up alongside of her, and then we'll definitely see this.
Yep.
enemy.
Now he can definitely see the enemy.
Now he can engage with the glaive.
Mhm.
Shank it.
In glaive.
Yep.
17 to hit.
Yeah, Alkin comes through and slashes through this thing with his glaive.
Nicely done, Al.
And it falls and begins to fall to the ground. And in doing so, I need Alkin and Bloodwind to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, they explode.
8.
5.
All right.
Wow.
Both fail.
No kidding.
So you each take 3 slashing damage as shards of ice blast through you. You are raging Bloodwind, so you take 1 point of slashing damage.
Good to know.
Yep.
Silly creatures.
Anything?
Alex will make an informed decision based on that.
Yeah, it exploded in a little jagged burst of ice. So anything else for Alkin?
I don't think so. I don't know. He's good.
All right, then, Bloodwind, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, that one is flying.
Yep, it's about 10 feet in the air.
Okay. I'm just gonna move up here a little closer, and then I'm gonna chuck a hand axe at it.
All right, go for it. Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow,
Raging Blood Axe.
that is...
Terrible roll for damage, but that's fine.
Hey,
8 total.
it's still 8 points of damage with a hand axe. That's fantastic. So you hurl this axe, and you hear cracking and shouting as it like slashes off a chunk of ice on this creature, and it goes. Did not like that. That brings us to Alexeros.
Azaris just looks down and down, across, up. How tall is Bloodwind?
Oh, only 5 feet.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, looks down at Bloodwind like. All right, Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Is a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Yes, 13 force damage. I almost forgot what it was.
Yeah, and with that, you... Yeah. God,
Actually, I didn't think. How big was the explosion earlier? Should we have all stepped back?
Well, you see now that it... you blast it out of the sky.
Does
And
the force damage push it back a little bit?
There you go.
it explodes in a shard of ice into like a 5-foot area, and it's just like a little puffball. And you all take a moment, and you are out of combat.
Oh.
You have defeated the scourge that was the ice methods.
That's great.
Well, I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
didn't see any other way of getting around that if we had to go through that door.
Well, that's
Okay.
fair.
I guess we could have set up for a little better. Note to self: they don't talk.
They don't. Or they choose not to.
Well, that was their loss. How are we feeling? Obviously,
Oh.
Phineas is fine.
I
Can you
know.
hear me over
I
there?
feel great. Yeah. I
I'll be
I
alright.
hustled over back to them.
Yeah.
Later I'll need
So that is, you've got this door that now everybody can kind of get a view on.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, you see that it looks like it's like frozen shut. Like there's ice that's kind of formed up around it.
Is the writing like a language I know? Is it Dwarvish? Is it Elvish? Or is it just like a
It's like an
mystery rune?
like it's like reading Middle English. Like it's common, but it's weird.
Okay.
All we
Well,
can
I
see
could
is
just
Like
break
the
ice.
S's looked like F's.
Sure.
but we just see Salsvault, right? There's no other.
Yeah, and it's scribed right above the door. Like it's been
Well,
carved
Would
into
you
it.
like me to hit the ice?
We
Oh,
do
I
have
to
two.
pick up my hand axe. I'm gonna go pick up my hand axe. by the way.
Yeah, we do have 2 pickaxes.
Hand me one.
You've got, yeah, there you go. You get a pickaxe, and Alkin, you get a pickaxe. First one to get tired, I'll come in next, but I've noticed that you two are the strongest. I don't have any shame in saying that.
I will attack the ice.
Great.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, so with a miner's pick.
Yeah, how do we do this?
God damn
I
it.
could
Why
try
is
it.
everything difficult for me tonight?
If that doesn't work, then I'll use my infused great axe.
Yeah,
Hey, you do have an axe.
like a miner's pick is for like more like delicate work.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just use my great axe and hack at it a bit.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. La 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 la. What about a 20?
Yeah, you bam into the ice, and you pull your axe back, and it's just a little chip of ice has been removed.
Did that hurt your axe?
I don't know, did it?
No, it's fine. But
No?
you look at it and you're like, maybe this weapon isn't the best thing for removing ice.
Yeah, this might not work.
I mean, I've got a slightly bigger pick.
Okay. Try it. Or would you like me to?
Well, no one touches this but me. Sorry.
Like it is a big like frozen sheet of ice. It's not like little little frosting of ice. It's like thick and heavy.
I'm gonna size it up, and then based on that information Jared just told me, I feel like he's trying to help me avoid embarrassment, and I'm gonna go.
Do it anyway.
There must be another way.
Well, what if we just say the word? Anyone know how to do Middle English for enter? Or open?
Afraid I didn't study
Nope.
much of anything.
All of you can make an intelligence check for me.
I mean, we know ice doesn't like fire. We also know we don't really have any good way of making fire because we're idiots.
7. I am so smart.
All right, 15.
All right. So a couple things you all know. Ice melts with fire and heat.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, like you can smash ice, like with like bludgeoning weapons. That works
I
too.
have a bludgeoning weapon.
I mean, your fist also will bludgeon things.
I
Wow.
don't think it's gonna hurt.
Ow, this got dark. Is technically the other end of my war pick a bludgeoning instrument?
It's not a damaging one, I would say.
Would it damage ice?
Well, like I guess it would count as like an improvised weapon. So with time, like yeah, it might do it, but it's not a very effective thing. Like to get through this ice, it would not be. It probably wouldn't be any more effective than the tip of your war pick.
What if?
We could just hold torches next to it, and then I also am hitting it.
What if this gentleman here? I'm going to pause because I just heard the word gentleman come out of my mouth. uses
I
his
paused too.
uses his fancy fire breath to get us started.
Oh, you're talking about me. Am I here
Yeah.
to save the day?
We are part
Well,
of a team.
you have an
Everyone has
opportunity.
skills we must use.
Exactly. You have an opportunity to prove yourself, Mr. Sharpshooter.
Well, I suppose I can take a crack at this door.
Pun intended.
I will step to the door.
Let me get Alkin out of the way. Alkin, stay close. You want to see this.
You might want to take a step back too, Ross. It's pretty hot here. And I
Stand back, Lex.
breathe fire on this door. Nice.
The door fails the saving throw.
Good.
Stone melts.
Was it a deck save?
Yeah, because like by rules, like it makes a dex save. The door fails automatically because it's a fucking door.
That's amazing.
Right.
I was like, is it a con save?
Go ahead, roll damage for your fire breath.
Yep, it is a 2d6.
All right, so you.
So it's an 8. Yeah.
Yep. Blast it with your breath, and you can see that it like melts because you breathe in a line, right? Or are you?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you breathe this line of fire, and like the central part melts away. The edges are still left, but it got through it. Like you see the door there, but there's still just like the edges are still frozen, and the edges are what you need to bust open.
Well done. Let me try this, because I don't know if you can go again immediately. I'm going to take a swing at the non-hinge side, I guess, edge, with my weapon while casting Green Flame Blade, and see if that
Oh, interesting.
extra fire oomph helps chip away at the remaining
Yeah, go ahead.
edge.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
I don't know if I've cast this one. Oh, here we go. I guess that wasn't an attack. I have to
That's
make the attack
that's
with
the
weapon.
damage. So make the attack roll.
There we go. Does
Yeah.
14 hit the door?
Yeah, it absolutely hits the door. And that 3 fire damage is enough to melt that ice off, and you see it, and like it all falls to the ground. You have successfully gotten into the door.
We
I'm gonna
beat
take-
the door.
Next up is the gazebo.
Right?
What's that?
Before you.
I'm going to take a look at Phineas like I'm going to thank him.
Your rage has also left you, Bloodwind.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pause and I'm just going to nod.
I accept his nod, and I will very, very slightly nod back to him. No eye contact. I turn my head a little bit.
You smug bastard.
My goodness.
Do you
Very
feel
sure.
it inside you? Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah,
heat?
what happened? How did that interaction go? Oh, I thought you were assuming the voices in my head. I thought that was a Mike moment, not a Phineas moment. All right, who wants to do the honors of knocking? Me, I guess.
Okay, that'll be me.
Oh, get up.
I'll do it. See if I can open it.
Yeah, now that the yes.
Just be ready, because obviously, if there's anything alive in there, they heard that.
Yeah, and yeah, if I see a trap, I can dodge, sort
Yeah.
of.
Actually,
You've
I
got better
need
eyes
to
than me.
Right.
Just make one little adjustment here.
I'm sorry, you need time to plan the TPK. You move it too fast.
Nope. I was just reading something that I needed to adjust because of you and your skill at door entry. But great.
Skill at door entry.
Yes, your skill at door entry. You successfully entered a door.
I'm glad we're good at something.
You know what? We made it too. Got here. We opened the door. We're on the up.
Yeah. You successfully open the door.
Yay!
And that concludes.
Yeah.
Forged in ice.
Forged in ice.
You did it. Well
The
done.
end.
So entering in, you see the heavy stone walls of this room. Are you entering, or what are you doing?
Take a moment.
I will go in to the doorway at least to assess. I'm scouting. This is me scouting. I'm not gonna go all the way in.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a either survival or perception check. It depends on what you're doing.
I just want to get a general sense of the space.
All right, make a perception check.
19.
Yeah. So you immediately notice that as soon as you step foot within the doorway, the cold is dampened by this room, and the howling wind that you've been dealing with, goes dull. It's insulating, which is nice. It's a nice change.
Okay.
On the east wall, which is the wall directly in front of you, you can see some kind of runes are carved in there.
Is it draconic?
There are draconic runes up there. And are these doors actually doors?
They appear to be doors.
Okay, yeah, and a couple of more doors. We seem to be in an entryway.
Alex
Is anyone
Eros
good at
is...
looking for things like traps?
So you just kind of like call back to your friends.
Yeah, I haven't found Bloodwind's voice.
Okay.
Because
It's
I'm scared of
okay.
Scottish accents.
I gave up like day zero, session 0. I was like, nah.
Yeah, Grig has a voice. It's really doable for me. Scottish accent always ends up sounding like Sean Connery.
I mean, that's like not bad.
Can we just say
No, but-
how about this? When you're
Got to do it
raging,
for a really long time. And
When
I
you're
don't know
raging,
if
you have to talk
Bloodwind
like
has
Sean Connery.
This kind of voice. Sean Connery. I'm going to attack you now.
Fair enough. Okay, so you call back to your friends. There's a door and there's carvings on the wall. What are you gonna do?
What do they want me to do? Should I go in?
Well, we haven't read the writing yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, let's read the writing.
On the wall. Yeah, Alex Eros, I think, is going to feel a little bit like, I don't even know if there's a voice this time, but he just is now like subconsciously like, oh, shit, I let someone walk in front of me. Like, I have to get to this doorway now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm immediately at Bloodwind's side and like, where do you see this writing?
Right there.
Yeah.
And is it a language that I recognize? Did you already say what it is
Draconic.
So
officially?
no, but you look at it and it looks like a ancient form of Draconic. Like you can't read it right away, but like you think like you can spend a few minutes looking at it and figure it out.
Okay, what does it say?
Well, you're a little far away.
That's what I was afraid you'd say. All right, I'm going to take a step into the room. I don't know about traps, so here's hoping. And which way do I need to go?
So it's on the east wall over here. Yep. You walk in, nothing happens. You can see there's a completely closed door over here and one that's slightly ajar over this way.
Is there any writing over either of the other doors like there was over the main entrance?
There is not. But you look at this one. Are you going to spend a few minutes figuring that out?
I will spend a few minutes figuring that out.
All right, so you're looking at that. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll be in the room. I'll also try to help with any sort of reading.
I think I'm just gonna be like watching our back and watching the room. I don't feel particularly skilled at figuring out clues per se. But I'm really good at standing and paying attention.
Perfect sentry.
Exactly.
Falcon, we're gonna get him out of the cold because he doesn't stand a chance. Someone will sneak up on him. Oh, that's not true. He's like pretty good at most everything. Yeah. So what do I discern from the Draconic? I hope I get this right, otherwise I'm going to embarrass myself.
So a few minutes go by, like maybe 5 minutes, and none of you have really made a lot of noise in here yet. So you've all just kind of been very quiet and whispering to one another. But eventually you figure it out, and it says, "Welcome to Salsvault. Visitors, please wait here for an escort, and do not touch anything without permission." Capital letters.
Yeah, I'll read it out. And
how loudly do you read it out?
I mean, just loud enough for the people standing. I mean,
like normal voice.
Everyone's standing in the door. I think. You know what? Let's just say, I think the first time I open my mouth in here, I'm probably speaking normal voice.
Okay.
Until I realize how quiet it is, maybe.
Yeah, you speak in a normal voice. It's fine. Everybody hears you translate it.
So, yeah, it doesn't say what the consequences are of touching things. I hope doors are exempt from the rule, because it looks like we have a couple of those.
Okay.
Where do you think we should go? And also, do I see any sign of any more Ifrits, or is this door gonna slam closed behind us, kind of thing?
No other ice methods that you can see, but you're free. You're welcome to make a perception check.
Okay, percept.
Yeah, go for it.
Ugh, 11.
Yeah, no sign of them. They may have been the only two around. But yeah. It seems to be everything's good to go. And as you're all, having this brief discussion here, talking about where you should go, the door to your right swings open.
Oh, hi.
Nope.
To our right. Okay. As we're looking at the screen. Oh, that door.
Yep. And in place, something you were warned about when you came here. 2 suits of armor begin moving towards you, and we're gonna need to enter initiative, everybody.
Yay.
It's funny, I was going to pick that door.
So let's roll some initiatives.
All right, Tanner, I need to know what sort of sneaky subclass magic you have.
Well, he's a fighter, so he doesn't have his subclass magic yet.
I don't believe it. I believe Tanner's incapable of creating a normal character. I mean that in the best way possible.
End up with super mutants who are like, "How are you so powerful?"
Yes, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm like, oh, this is the secret.
Right.
Wow, I always roll so bad on initiative for my little creatures here. That's so sad.
That's sad. Maybe instead of you getting to change it up from Spoot to be decisive, he's going to change it up and have his.
Top of the round, we have Phineas with Alkin on deck.
Yeah. Let us go with a Nemo burst.
Yeah, these things have. This door has swung open. So the door is actually probably blocking you a little bit. Let me see if I can manipulate that. I think. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So the door is currently kind of doing this thing.
I can't see anything now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
one I can
Into
see.
the room.
which means Alkin probably had to do a little bit of whoa, hey, back up, and is probably there.
Got it. The door open.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so I'm going to fire at this guy right there.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Unfortunately, an 8. It like your aim is true, and like you aim at the center thing, but the winds just disperse around it
right.
to no effect. Next
I
up,
will move
Yep.
over here. That's my
all
turn.
right, you scatter over there. Next up, we have Alkin.
Oh yeah, that's me. Technically, the Alkin can't see anything.
Actually, Alkin can still sense that there is a creature standing in this area, but he also can tell there's a door. The door, by the way, is like it's a 10-foot door
So, but Alkin could move like around.
made of like
this?
black stone.
Yeah, so he could do this, move around it like such.
Yeah, he can move around. Yeah, he's fine.
And correct me if I'm wrong, the glaive is a 10-foot reach weapon, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So this is the safe distance away where I can still reach this guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack with the glaive.
Go for it.
Oh.
All right. I need
Yes.
Elixros and Phineas to roll d20s for me.
God damn it, Alkin. The guy's over there. He's just swinging it around.
Are you blind?
All right. So Elixeros, you duck under the swing, but Phineas, you were focused on the armor, and in this like moment of, why did my spell not do what I wanted it to do? And you end up getting nicked with the follow through of Alkin's glaive, just like glancing off of your horns. You take 3 slashing damage.
Wait a minute. Sorry, is he within reach technically? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yep, just barely,
Feet away.
but yeah.
Sorry.
So
I think actually Lex Ross
just
does like
just a slight little nick, but yeah. And with that,
first light net is like 18% of my
One.
life.
hey, and with that, Elixeros, it is your turn.
It's still technically Alkin's turn.
Does he have a bonus action he wants to do?
He
Or
has
any
a
more
bonus action that he wants to do.
Yeah.
All right, do it.
Guys.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what? Alkin probably would. Sorry, that didn't feel like a suit of armor. And then he's gonna take his second wind because he senses he's about to get walloped.
All right, yeah, he can roll that d10.
Don't know how.
Just roll a d10. Oh, that's so
Is that really
sad.
what it does?
Yep.
Wow,
Damn.
that's
So he regains 3 hit points though, which is nice.
your character sucks, Tanner. I'm just kidding.
Wow,
I'm
harsh.
sorry. Hopefully, I don't kill your character.
Great. So yeah, Alkin gets 3 hit points back.
And he's still got some movement, right? So let's.
Mhm.
Can I take his? I'll take a step back. I still got to be able to see him when I get near, I guess. But okay, now it's my other character's turn.
All right, Elixeros, it is your turn.
Sorry, hang on.
Bloodwin, you're on deck.
Copy.
Let's do something new-ish for me. Let's run up. Yeah, I'll yell out to Bloodman, who obviously can't see that there's the suits of armor they told us about are here, and I'll run up to this guy in front of me, and I'm gonna cast me some green flame blade as I attack it.
All right, go for the attack roll.
Does a 25 hit?
A natural 20 absolutely hits. Fantastic.
Take that.
Wow, for 15 damage, and you're casting Green Flame Blade?
Correct. So the guy next to him just gets hit for 3, I believe.
Well, roll the damage.
Yes.
Oh, it's but it's not.
Set.
It's a set thing. It's not a.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't change until 5th level, I think.
All right. Well, 15 damage on the first one is mighty indeed, and the other one takes 3 damage.
Oh, that's right. It's my spellcasting modifier, which is currently 3.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Anything else?
I'm going to brace for impact. Someone get in here.
All right. Bloodwind, you have been told that there is crazy things going on.
Oh, actually,
Awesome.
I do have a bonus.
What's the bonus action you want to use?
Sorry, I'm just going to curse the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curses are good.
Yeah, so that's the raven-looking one, right?
Correct.
So the raven just like hops from your hand and like pounces on this thing, and it's got a swirl around it. It is currently cursed by you.
I've heard some clattering. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna come in. Hey, look, and move my way up to this other one, and I'm just going to attack it.
Yeah, you can make it in there.
Great axe. 16.
A 16. It brings its arm up and like catches the haft of the axe before the blade can impact it.
Dang, that's sad.
Oof.
I rolled max damage.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that was the least satisfying turn ever.
All right. Next up is our friendly neighborhood armor here. Anything else on your turn? You moved and attacked. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
I am nervous, so I'm going to wait.
Okay. All right. So the first one just comes down and like slams its raised fist against you, Bloodwind. That is a 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God damn it. I hate that it does this. Gosh dang it. Stupid.
And he misses.
No, it's just set to not auto roll damage, and I hate that.
Oh.
Because then, if it's not set to auto roll damage, then I have to like have the dice roller open because there's no way to like click it because Roll20 is dumb sometimes. So it hits you with a 16 for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it slams at you a second time.
They have
With
2
a-
attacks.
They do. With a 16 for 3 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The one beneath it targets Alexeros. Does it have any negatives to hit you while it is cursed by you?
No, I think I just get bonuses to hit it.
You just get bonuses to the damage against it, right?
To the damage against, yes.
All right. Well, a 6 will miss you.
Correct.
But a 19 will hit you for 6 bludgeoning damage.
I would like to take my reaction.
Yeah.
Is that possible? I've never
Yeah.
done that before.
What? Yeah. Use your reaction. What do you got?
I'm going to hit it back. Vengeful Assault.
Ooh, nice. Go for it.
Let's see, that's attack with... Does a 20 hit?
A 20 absolutely hits.
6 plus 2, so 8 points of piercing damage.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, this bottom suit of armor right here, this eastern one, is looking like it is getting battered by you, Alexaris.
I had 6 damage from that attack, correct?
Yes.
Cool, I'm going to get some of that back in a second.
You rolled 6, and then you got an additional +2 for some reason for the curse.
For the curse. Yeah, no, sorry. I wanted to make sure I counted. How much did he hit me for?
He had hit you for 6 as well.
6, okay.
All right. Back to the top, we have Phineas.
I will try that Nemo burst again.
All right. Against which
On the
one?
same guy. The same guy as before, the one that
The bottom?
Ross is facing. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
There we go.
A natural 20 will absolutely hit for 7 thunder damage. This time, the burst gets off, and it lets off a little... what does it look like, by the way, your Nemo burst?
Let's be cliche, and it's like this, like it's almost like the shape of a dragon that just like shoots out from my arm, like
Yeah, so
down
like
my arm,
like these
shoots
little
out.
clouds form around your arm and spiral out, and as they merge together in front, they form this little dragon shape that stops just before and detonates the thunderous explosion right into this thing. It's still standing, but it's looking pretty rough.
Well, that's all I can do though. So that's the end of my turn.
All right, then Alkin is up, followed by Elixiros. So, Matt, what will Alkin do?
Alkin, sensing that the one on the left has been damaged.
Alkin cannot see either of them at the moment.
Oh yeah, you're right.
See us, but not the enemy.
Move in. I actually don't know how this plays out in 5e. I've never had a reach weapon before. I attack over our compatriots.
Yeah, you can stab in at them.
You know, I don't know if this matters mechanically or if it just sounds good for flavor, but I'm going to stab over Bloodwind because she's only 5 foot tall.
Yeah, go for it.
Glaive attack. 22 hit?
22 absolutely hits for 5 slashing damage. Boom. You sing. Good job. Anything else from Alkin?
No, actually, I don't have any further.
All right. Then we go to Elixiros.
Coolio. Green flame blade to the guy in front of me again.
All right, make your attack roll.
24.
24 absolutely hits.
So this dudette in front of me takes 13. Is the +2?
Yes. And the other one takes the 3 from the 3 fire damage.
Yep. I'll just roll.
All right. Yeah, the armor clatters to the ground, and that raven rises up from the fallen pieces of armor and flies back into your chest, Elixiros, giving you a few more hit points, I believe, right?
5. Let me double check
Yeah.
that's correct.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. Cool.
Wonderful. Anything else on your turn?
I think I'm out of bonus actions.
All right. Then, Bloodwind, you are up next.
Okay. I really feel like I should save this rage, so I am going to just do bad choices.
Okay. Go ahead.
We're gonna rest. I'm gonna attack it.
Yeah,
Oh no.
go for it.
Stressing. It's even worse. 13.
But a 13, you just totally miss. You can't get the angle on this thing. Being next to the door, you bounce off the door with the back swing, and so it kind of throws off the whole attack.
Great. I guess now I will rage because now I'm just gonna get hit.
Okay, so you go into a rage.
Where's Guiding Bolt when you need it?
All right. The armor is going to keep attacking you, Bloodwind. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
For 4 bludgeoning damage, reduced now to 2. And it will try to slam you yet again. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
For another 4 bludgeoning, reduced to 2. So good thing you raged.
These things are a headache.
All right, back up to Phineas.
It worked so well last time. Let's do it again. Against the remaining guy.
Yeah.
Nope.
This time the dragon just kind of flies and detonates, but it's too far away to affect anything.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I will do a quick medicine check, if I may.
On who?
Frontliners, the group collectively, if possible.
You're trained in medicine?
I am not.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Dirty 20.
With the dirty 20, Bloodwind looks really, really hurt.
And
Got
really irritated.
All right. I'll keep that noted. All right, thanks.
All right, Alkin.
Glaive.
Glaive away.
It's a glaive.
Oh no!
Oh no. I'm going to need...
Not again.
I'm going to need everybody to roll a d20 for me, please.
Alkin, why do you swing it first?
Oh.
I've never glaved before. I'm pretty sure that's not how you do it.
I need a d20 from Elixiros.
I think I fat fingered.
Oh my god, he hates me.
Another swing, mindful of the people in front of him. Phineas kind of tucked into the corner. Gets just the slightest nick and takes 2 slashing damage.
In his defense, he can barely see you.
It's true. You're mostly out of the way. It's just as you step in to throw your spell, he's coming back with a swing, and it's just like right there.
No. Don't defend him. No.
Don't defend him.
He must helicopter his glaive.
Poor Alkin. Well, it's now Elixiros. Unless Alkin wants to do anything else.
Alkin's only other bonus action is 2-weapon fighting, and I've learned the hard way. You don't do that unless you're trained in it as a fighter, so we'll pass. My fighting days are behind me, but I do remember that. Damn it. What is Alkin going to do?
Well, we're up to Elixiros now.
I'm sorry. That's the other person I'm playing.
That is your character.
Just going to try to hit him, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 21 hit. What has happened? See,
oh, yeah.
Bad rolls earlier. We had a month of bad rolls.
Yeah, Elixiros, 7 piercing damage to this armor. You whunk in with the heavy end of the war pick, just like tearing into like one of the joints and like ripping out some chainmail that's underneath the plate.
Just like comes out like a string of guts or something.
Yeah, well done. Anything?
Unfortunately, no extra. No, he doesn't have any extra things in this guy. He wasn't cursed.
All right, Bloodwind.
Well, guess what? I am gonna just be pig-headed and try again.
Yeah, go for it.
25.
25 absolutely smashes through.
Yes! Look at that damage!
You take a big honkin' cleave down with your great axe, and like you drop it to its knees, and it kind of forces itself back up, but it's got a big rent through the armor.
You suck.
It is like barely up, but it is still like, and it jerkily. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's really all there
Kick
is.
I
wish I could.
And it jerkily tries to slam you, but will miss with a 7, and with a 12 as well, I believe, right?
Oh, nice! You shook it.
Yes, both of those are a miss.
Yeah, so you have flummoxed this armor. Phineas, it is your turn.
Nice. Do it again. A Nemo burst.
About a 50% chance,
Yeah,
right?
go for it.
23 to hit. For 1 thunder damage.
Well, as we all know, the only hit point that matters is the last hit point.
Hey!
And that was the last hit point as you unleash your little air dragon and it bursts right in the thing's face and the helm goes flying off and the rest just tatters to the ground.
Both me and my character hate
Formula
the...
might be broken.
Which
What?
one?
Or at least the roll 20 doesn't notice that I also get +2 damage in the math. So I might have killed it.
Well, we'll look into that.
Yeah, I'm just noticing.
Both me and my character would prefer if Bloodwind killed it. So...
Yeah, we'll look into that. But either way, you have defeated these animated armors.
Whew. Is there anything good on these guys?
Taking a look at them, they are and were made of damaged, or they are now damaged plate mail. Like it's so destroyed, like it's not, and it's old and it's ancient.
No,
I don't want that.
I guess they were like hitting us with their armored fist, right? No.
Yeah, they were just like slamming into you and like shoulder checking you. They had no weapons of note.
They are
Just hollow armor, huh?
they are now effectively difficult terrain, aren't they?
No, you can like kick the armor out of the way if you want to get.
Okay. How's everyone doing? Who got hurt that round?
I'm great. And I look like crap.
Something weird happened. Why does Alkin... I feel like he had 10 hit points, now he's at 13. What did I do?
I've got it. It is not worth wearing their corpses as the armor is so destroyed it would provide no additional benefit.
Maybe we'll blend in, though.
That's right.
Also
Could be
true.
a
We'll
dis-
tell.
Camouflage.
Could be a disguise.
Total difference.
Man, I hope our hit points are correct. I don't know how he went back to 13. I must have hit the wrong character.
No, because he should have. He took what? 4 damage, then 3 damage, and then 3 damage.
6 is 10. Yeah. So he should be at 10.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure I tracked mine correctly. So we'll take an account. I mean, I'm just going to say that Alkin tells me how he's doing. Because he's going to divulge.
Yeah, it's easy enough to convey.
Bloodwind,
What?
you feeling okay? You got hit a bunch.
Well, I mean, I definitely hurt.
You're having
Not
trouble
as
processing
hard as
this.
It used to be.
Oh.
I
Do we need to heal
probably
you?
need to rest. Or
Okay.
yeah, healing works. Yeah, I mean, I think my ribs are broken. I feel one floating around. And is my nose busted?
I don't know. Is it busted, Jared? This is interesting.
No,
Waking up.
it didn't like go for a face knock.
Can I just like...
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Like, I definitely feel a rib floating.
all right, hold on, everyone. Clear some space.
Well,
Let me take a look at you.
are you trained in medicine?
No.
This is an actual question my character
Tom-
asked with his mouth.
I mean, like, officially, no. Unofficially, yes. And I will cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah. Go for it.
7.
So you reach out and touch Bloodwind, and you see these healing energies leave Phineas. And where he touched you, you are healed for 7 damage.
Great.
Yeah, no,
one
that
really
nose looks
popped
much
back into
better.
place. Oh, good. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this: if we get into another fight, we're gonna sit down and take a little break afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's probably a good idea. I'll probably need one really early on, and I don't know if I can take many more hits as well as I took these.
Should we take one now?
Maybe?
Let's take one now. Let's this entry room seems safe, right?
I mean, it was until that door opened. Do you want to close the door?
Can close that door.
Let's see what is in that. We need to have control of more space.
All right, let's see what's in this room. I'll go in first. The armor didn't set off any traps.
So you enter the next room, and as you enter the next room and take a look around, that's where we will end tonight's episode of Forged in Ice.
Womp womp womp.
Womp womp womp. Fantastically done. Good job.
We didn't die.
You didn't die.
We didn't die.
If we encounter something else, though. And by we, I mean me.
You'll be fine.
I didn't want to rage, but I also didn't want to just die in the first fight.
I'm managing resources when you're level 2. When you
hard.
have just been level 14.
Nervous
I know.
about the ice things. I could have not raged there, but then I would have been more hurt going into this. Who knows? I can't even.
It's hard to tell. I honestly think.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But you don't get any back for short rest, do you? That sucks.
No.
That's right. Something to think about. I'll ponder that as I
Yeah.
get all of mine back at short rest. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short rests are a warlock's best friend.
yeah, we're gonna be taking a lot of them.
Cheat codes.
Oh, everyone, stand back! I got this. Just kidding.
Fantastic work, everyone. You made it to Salsvault. You didn't die, and it only took you how many days?
25. Let me
my
consult
God.
the notes.
Well,
So we're a day late.
the first 10 were, or the first 9 were on the ship crossing. So
Then 33.
A lot of days is what.
4.
how did it increase when you took away the 10?
No, I was only counting days post ship. So when you have a journey of 9 days, then that adds to the total.
Yes. Okay. Well, hey, really? There's that many? Didn't seem like that, but hey.
Yeah, well, we did it in a relatively short time on camera.
Yeah, it's true.
We had 25 days of trekking in the. It's the 4th of July is over.
Whoa.
It's over, guys. Did no one give you the memo?
Doesn't
Did you check
sound
your
like it.
calendar?
Damn. Someone's
Never.
excited.
I couldn't sleep last night. Anyway, hate this holiday.
Mhm.
Yeah, so 25 days we arrived. And we should probably talk about rations. I'll do that at a game, but like we're cutting into whatever personal stash people have brought with them. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, good job. Thank you, everyone, for coming by, for stopping with us for a bit. We're going to wrap up here. I'm going to figure out who we're going to raid. In the meantime, let's go around to say some goodbyes. Let's start at the bottom of the rack with Phineas.
Yes, I'm Mike. I played Phineas. And that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Okay, thanks, bye. Happy 4th.
Okay, great. Moving on up, we got Bloodwind.
Hello. So long. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. No, so long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. That's why that felt weird. Anyway, yep. I'm Amber. I play Bloodwind, and this is a game that we play.
Very good.
Wednesday at 7 p.m.
on
Eastern
Twitch.
time.
Yeah.
And YouTube's.
Yes, you can watch us posthumously on YouTube or Twitch VOD at Nuuli Forged, Nuuli Forged.
Doesn't that mean we died?
Also, you should like, share, subscribe, all those other things, because that's how we continue to exist, but it's really not. We do this for our own pleasure, and we hope that you don't hate us for it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry for making you do that, but if you didn't, I would have had to, so thank you.
That's fair. I don't know why my brain just shut down.
Well, Elixir-Ross, it's your turn, so...
Speaking of brain shutting down, I have
Boom.
that guy. It's a day off. And I hate him.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Anyway, good night on this July 5th. Thanks for watching.
Well, thank you, Matt. And I have been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged presents Forged in Ice, a Critical Role-inspired adventure. We hope you have been enjoying this run of Frozen Sick thus far. We're going to do a little raid over to Dungeon Scrawlers. Thank you so much, I've Got It, for being in here. Thank you to YF Techno and Cat Slap, who gave us a follow. Thank you, Pizza. Thank you, Dreamer, who is also in here tonight. Or Darkside, who is also in here tonight. Just thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure to have new folks show up and come in and all that.
Stick around.
Yeah, stay with us. It's a good time. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you, I've Got It. Best mod around. Follow us on all the socials at Nuuli Forged. And we'll see you next time. Hop in this raid. Let them know that they've been newly rated over on Dungeon Scrawlers. And we will see you next week right here at 7 o'clock on July the 12th for episode... No more fireworks. For episode 5 of Forged in Ice. Goodbye, all. Thank you.
Good night.
Goodbye.